Now, we've been reporting on DC's crime crisis for years now, and one of the main groups driving the surge in crime, young people. The DC Policy Center says those under the age of 18 in DC have committed crimes at a rate double the national average.
Yeah, but Councilmember Robert White thinks he's got a plan that might work. Matt Gregory is at the Wilson building with more on how Councilmember White feels his bills differ from previous attempts to curb youth violence.
For months, we've talked about the Secure DC legislation, but that's more geared at helping law enforcement. In the meantime, Councilmember Robert White said this package of bills, these three, are aimed more at supporting DC's youth. And that, he says, is how you get to the bottom of stopping youth violence. But the programs and the bills themselves do beg the question, doesn't DC already have programs like these? Call the surge in DC crime what you want.
This is not normal.
Councilmember Robert White calls it a crisis. He says MPD made more than 2,000 juvenile arrests last year. White points out the district needs more than the Secure DC crime bill.
Response without prevention is an ineffective strategy.
On the steps of the Wilson building, he unveiled what he calls the Safer Today, Safer Tomorrow package of bills. One works to get DC youth into the workforce, the other to monitor kids in school, and the third would pair at-risk kids with adults who can help as mentors.
The bills I'm introducing today respond directly to the gaps where we're losing young people.
In the crowd, Tykira Ellis, who works as a mentor with the Black Swan Academy, a mentorship program aimed at helping DC youth.
The gang violence is not talked about enough.
Ellis finished high school a few years ago, and she knows firsthand how these programs could help DC youth.
I think these programs create like an outer look at things and creates basically a safe space for kids to go.
Still, the question to Councilman Robert White is this. DC already dedicates millions of dollars to similar violence prevention programs. Are they not working?
One, they are not organized. Two, we are not tracking metrics to measure how they are or are not working or how they need to improve.
A slew of new bills to invest in youth and hold the programs responsible. Now, how much would all this cost? Councilmember Robert White says it comes in around a price tag of around $5 million. Now, going forward, it'll still be some time before these bills are introduced to the council and probably even more time before they're voted on. Outside the Wilson building, Matt Gregory, WUSA 9.